It's part of the training process. Now, if you don't want to tell me where you've been, I ain't going to be mad at you.
Right.
But I may think that you're up to something too, you know what I mean? But I won't assume anything too much, really. Any more questions?
Let me hold on 1 second.
Yes, sir.
So when you put someone over,
I can't hear you.
when you pull someone over, does the passenger have to give you your license if you ask for it?
Yeah.
Like it's the law, or can you say no?
You have to show some form of ID in the state of Ohio. If you don't, I can take you to jail.
Use your mic, officer.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you just, I used to get told what to do. but if you don't, they can get you with obstructing official police business or obstructing justice because you're hindering an investigation. Because my traffic stop is my investigation. You feel me? All right. Next.
When you stop somebody on the street,
One second.
There's got to use the mic.
You know, my hearing is bad. I almost got shot one time by a shotgun. So my hearing is bad.
sir, when you stop somebody, when you have that car stop in front of you, you've already got the license number before you get out of your car, am I right?
No.
You don't take it first?
We have the car, the license plate on the car, yes.
Okay.
Yes, but as far as who that driver is driving, the driver in the car, you could be driving, the brother could be driving the car and so forth. And also this, and some things like Carl said, be truthful, because this is what we have on our police cars. And we have a terminal in there that looks like a laptop. We call it MDT, it's called Mobile Data Terminal. Like you say, if I come up on your car, and I was like, hey, this guy's looking a little suspicious, I can run that plate. It is the owner of that vehicle is going to come back. Plus, we have what we call license plate readers. When you drive by me, and if those things are working correctly, and if that car coming up like somebody got warned, like we call them hits, all you gotta do is just drive by me. It pops up, boom, there it is. This guy driving without a license. And we have that type of stuff with us. Yeah, we do. And a lot of departments are equipped.
I'm just cutting off. Something else. A lot of times, people get themselves stopped. I can be riding up the street thinking about something out in California. It's when you do something it makes me. That's a lot of times when you get pulled over too. If I pulled over one car and it came back to a deceased guy, white guy, but it was 3 black guys driving. You know what I mean? So I want to know what's going on here. And I got to the bottom of it. It's just stating like that. But we don't always know who's driving that car just because we're behind you or we're in that plate, because we may not, like you say, we don't know what the owner looks like right off the top. You know what I mean?
I just want to know. Hold on 1 second. One minute. I get you.
What information do a citizen need to collect off an officer if you encounter one that's irate, disrespectful, or being a little bit too aggressive with the public, whether you're encountering with yourself or just see something going on?
Just call internal affairs.
Well, how do you identify that particular officer?
Oh, for Youngstown, we have to give our badge number. At the minimum, we give our badge number. But I'll give my name, name and badge number.
But if they don't get that to you, is it something on you that I got that?
You're not going to encounter that too much. They have to give your badge. A lot of places you have to give your full name and your badge number. With us, it's just a badge number, but we give our name as well as their badge number.
I'd like to add a little bit more about the traffic stop. All 3 of us, we work midnight shift. Carlo and I, we work the east side of Youngstown, so if you travel through the east side during the midnight shift, more than likely you're going to encounter one of us. So.
Hey, Jay, you don't have to tell me you stopped me.
Thank you for that.
Sometimes, with some of the situations that had occurred across the United States, do some officers already prejudge these young black men, even though they may look like or seem like they do, but they're really not, and it can be de-escalated all because of what you think, could be?
To answer your question, it's possible. Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's threat level is different. Each one of us have different threat levels, personal zones. It's possible. It all comes back to your training, where you brought up at, a lot of your background, who you associate with. All those come into play in the officer, and that's part of the hiring process. They try to filter that out by psychological testing and the different testing that officers do.
And even with that, you will get a lot of, and I'm not knocking, you get a lot of white officers from suburbs who just never dealt with black people. And that's a process, and like I was a field training officer. I can remember walking in with some younger white guys into some houses or some situations. They would say, I've never seen this before in my life. Their perception of maybe some black people may not be there the right way because they just don't know. Just like you have young black guys, and I was one of them, I'm from the projects in Warren, you have some black guys whose perception of the police is not good. And sometimes when that comes together, that doesn't mix. So like say Trayvon Martin, when I was his age, you walked up to me the wrong way, I'd knock your head off. You know what I mean? But I knew when I hit 18, I had to turn that, I had to completely turn that off. That's the thing. A white cop I got hired with. I got hired in '94. And this is kind of funny. We dealt with this one black guy with a finger wave. And he looked at me, he said, man, what was going on with his hair? What was that? He was from the suburbs of Akron. I said, man, that's called a finger wave. I said, a lot of brothers, they have that. Some people just don't know.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's the best way I can explain that to you.
That's good.
Getting back on the traffic stops, as I was saying earlier, we all work midnight shift on the east side. When we stop somebody during the night, our ears are up like a German Shepherd. I mean, that's a very, very crucial time for officers. And I'm going to go in a little bit, I'm going to touch in a little bit about what they were saying about what you should do, what you do not do, and I'm going to even throw in how not to get it to you when we encounter you. So when we approach the car, the first thing a lot of people are trying to do, oh my God, I don't want to get a ticket here. Let me go ahead and reach and get my driver's license and registration done. Nobody's going to ask for that. So the person is reaching over in the glove box. Oh, my registration is not there. So now you're reaching in the console. So we see all this kind of movement in the back. Now, keep in mind, I'm thinking about going home tonight. I'm thinking safety first. So my ears is up like a German Shepherd. So what you all have to do is get my ears down, get me in a relaxed mode, get me feeling good about the situation. You gotta get me feeling like Pastor Davis on a Sunday morning. Feeling good.
That's good, Jay.
So how you do that? I'm going to tell you. And there's no charge for this, by the way. No charge. When we approach the car, as Officer Eccleston said, keep your hands up where we can see them. Because you can't do nothing without your hands. You can't shoot me. So my ears are starting to go down now a little bit. Turn your interior lights on. I can't stress you all enough if you get stopped by the police during the night. Turn those interior lights on. Have it bright, just like this church is bright. When we walk up, we see nothing but light. Your hands is up on the steering wheel. I'm feeling real good now. I'm liking this situation. So now I'm more in a relaxed mode. I'm more calm. So by the time I reach you, I'm feeling good about the situation. Now, some of you all have your windows tinted out. You know, you have SUVs. Some of the young people here got tinted windows. Roll your windows down again so we can see, because we're approaching the car like a German Shepherd. My ears is up. So once I get up here to this point, his hands is up on the wheel. Even before I get up there, the lights is on. His hands is up on the steering wheel. The windows are down. So I'm more in the comfort zone right now. I'm more relaxed about the situation. Driver's license and registration, sure. You know why you got stopped?
Speeding.
Now, this gentleman just admitted to me that he was speeding.
He's guaranteed a ticket.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I myself, I like honesty. That goes a long way with me. I mean, he's speeding to get to Friendship Baptist Church. That's all right.
Good one, Jay. I like that.
You know,
He need prayer bad.
I personally,
He need prayer
I like
bad.
the honesty approach because we know what you did. We just want to see if you will recognize it and tell us the truth. But he admitted he was speeding. Now, first of all, he turned his windows, he put his windows down. His hands is up on the steering wheel. He wasn't confrontational. I'm feeling good about the situation. So I'm going to be more inclined, sir, just slow it down, have a good day, enjoy that sermon at Friendship Baptist. And go on about my business. All right? Now, that's all right. That's all right. Now, this is what not to do. This is what not to do. And this will increase your chances of getting a ticket. As a matter of fact, you don't know how to do that. Why don't you just have a seat right over there? I'm gonna sit and play that role. And one of these officers is gonna act as the patrol. Man, these cats, man, nothing else better to do, boy.
And a lot of these guys will do this.
Jeez.
When you walk up, they smell like weed. They don't have any paperwork. Usually guys is doing this right here.
Hey,
You go up on
you
them.
got license? Why do you say that? I don't got that either. Jeez, man. You need my drive phone? Okay.
Excuse me, sir. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance.
Officer,
First of all, put your hands up. Put your hands up on the steering wheel where I can see them.
Is this really
Put your
necessary?
hands up on the steering wheel where I
Man.
can see them.
Man, you got Johnny Salami over there selling dope, and you over here stopping me.
Johnny
See,
Salami.
this is where things go wrong.
You know, that's all you got really to do.
Now he's putting me on the defense. He's making me nervous. He's not complying with anything that I say. So, more likely, what's going to come out of this is he's going to get in trouble. Major trouble. Now, how far he wants to escalate it is up to him. Now, if he doesn't have a license, just tell me you don't have a license. That's a ticket. That's not even an arrestable offense anymore. It's a ticket. It's only an arrestable offense if you've been arrested for it on some time. A lot of people have. So he's escalating it where it doesn't have to go. But go ahead.
Officer, I don't have no license, right? My stuff is, I'm trying to get it together. I'm just trying to get it together. Can you work with me on this? You know, I mean, I just got stopped by Austintown last week.
This is what people tell us. See, what you guys don't realize is this too.
Good word.
If I let him go,
He gonna
and
do it
this
again.
happens, if I let him go with no license, if I let him go or her go, you guys go 7 blocks up the road and kill a whole family. That comes back to me. I like making the money that I like. Yeah, I like that money. It's good money. The insurance is paid the way for my kids to go to college. So if it's between me towing his car